Like Miles, relationships are important to Avery, but she differs in that she does not get involved in the details of the work itself. Due to the experience level of her staff, she counts on them to come up with the solutions.
Any progress on the catalog?
Yeah, I keep getting pulled off this to do other things, and I keep meaning to get back to it.
Avery uses a collaboration style of management to help her staff stay on track and bring together the best ideas in her department.
I think that there are some inconsistencies in the headers and footers, but I have to check it all page by page.
Do you want some help with that? Ethan is a good proofreader. I think he might have some time. You want me to check with him for you?
Good idea.
So what we're trying to get at is, what does it take to make a great leader? What would you say takes leadership to the next level?
Well, you can't do it alone. You depend on your people and have to build a community. Let people know you're all in it together. Like us, the design department needs to feel like a safe place. People have to be able to express themselves and not be afraid of getting shot down or ridiculed for their suggestions.
Maybe we can reduce the size by 1/4 of an inch on all sides.
Are you thinking complete redesign?
Yeah, possibly.
Avery explained that she gets better results when her department works together as a team.
Let's everybody work together on this. We need everybody's thoughts. Daryl, any ideas?
What's going on?
Well, the problem is that
her encouragement to speak up gives people a sense of control over what happens there, and a sense of achievement when the department as a whole succeeds.
This will take some time.
Well, not really. With that new software that's out.
She sees her job as encouraging dialogue. She wants to make sure every voice is heard.
Oh, is that installed already?
Yeah, it's up and running.
Excellent. Let's get on it and meet up this afternoon.
Is there anything about your leadership style that might surprise people?
Well, this might surprise you, but I'd say it's important to stay humble. We have some truly amazing people in our department, and with all those creative people around, it would be a mistake for me to act like I have all the answers. What's up, guys? You look concerned.
Marketing kicked the sales catalog back again. We tried your idea with the lightweight paper, but the images show through the back and make it hard to read the text.
I see. You know what? I was wrong. This is not acceptable. Let's look at other ways to reduce postage costs. Tell me your ideas again.
Well, what about reducing the heading and footers?
Avery explained that letting everyone feel like they participate in the decision-making process creates a level of trust in her department, a sense of shared purpose, a positive environment for them to take on new challenges.
So you see it as a strength to be able to admit it when you're wrong?
Sometimes it takes effort, but I try to stay flexible and keep an open mind. Nobody has all the answers. Sometimes I just have to get out of the way and see what the group comes up with.
Now, our next manager has the good fortune of leading a group that is, for the most part, both highly motivated and highly skilled. This is Eric Soto, our senior programmer.
Unlike Miles and Avery, relationships are not as important in Eric's department. And, unlike Kate, he doesn't have to spend a lot of time on the details either. Eric uses a delegation style of management. He sets ambitious but achievable goals. He assigns areas of responsibility, and he sets milestones and standards by which achievement will be measured. Then he leaves it up to his people, how to achieve the end results.
All right, cool.
So your people generally work on individual projects?
Yeah, I don't see everybody every day, and that's just fine. They don't need me to hold their hands. Once they know what to do, I just stand back and let them do their jobs.
What would you say is your biggest challenge as a leader?
Well, technology is changing all the time, so I have to keep informed on what our competition is doing, what our vendors are developing, changes in consumer demand, as well as keeping my eye on who we are and where we're going as a company.
Sounds like you have vision and are open to change.
Open to change? Yeah, absolutely. Change isn't going to go away anytime soon. And I don't want to get too complacent, too comfortable with the status quo. But vision, I guess I just don't see myself as someone who's, setting corporate strategy or anything.
I think vision can exist at other levels of the company. from the bottom up even.
Well, yeah, okay, I guess you're right. Yeah. I guess being a leader means thinking about the future, what we're doing now to prepare for what we'll be doing in the long term, and then getting everybody together moving in that same direction.
Right.
Just to confirm, these pods get full replacements. These guys just get upgrades, okay? All right, great.
Okay, we're ready to flip the switch. We tested the new upgrade to the shipping module, and it worked seamlessly.
That is great news. You know what, you guys? This new shipping module is a whole new way of doing business for us, all right? We're going to take customer service to a new level.
Vision is hard to define, but it has two major elements, storytelling and foresight. Storytelling draws the meaning and history of the company together to help employees feel a part of something bigger than themselves.
Our customers will prefer to go online rather than talk to a live person.
We'd have to make sure they'd actually prefer that then.
Well, absolutely, but
Foresight combines experience with information to recognize trends and create new solutions to the challenges of the future.
That makes sense.
now, here's the idea.
Okay, what advice would you give to people who want to be leaders in our company?
Oh, goodness. I would say communication is key, but you can't just talk. You have to listen, and I mean really listen. Don't interrupt. Don't be thinking about what your response is going to be. Just listen.
We did have some error messages with the patch for version 3.2, but we tested the bug fixes, and we're going to run in parallel for at least a week or so, just to be absolutely sure.
Okay. So we match the legacy systems exactly.
Yeah, right, otherwise none of the report parameters would run.
Okay. Well, so what I'm hearing is the older workstations shouldn't have a problem with the upgrade, but if something does come up, you have a backup plan, right? Okay, that's critical.
No, we have it covered.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and do it. But let's have everyone on board ready to jump in and lend a hand just in case something unforeseen happens, okay? Our users need to have absolute faith in these upgrades, otherwise it's just going to be an uphill battle from here on out.
No, absolutely.
All right. Well, good work, everybody. This was a big project, but clearly it was in the right hands. So, good work.
Thank you.
All right, let's move with the purpose then. Let's do this. Roger, I want to talk to you about the database updates, okay?
So, communication sometimes means sharing the reasons behind your decisions?
Yeah. And inspiring people to keep at it and believe in the value of their work. And that means giving credit where credit is due.
Okay, so how would you sum all of this up?
Sure. Our best leaders adapt to the experience, skills, and motivation of their people. They remain flexible and change their management style as their situation changes. They take responsibility. They show good judgment, of course, and have the confidence to be decisive at times. If something needs fixing, they do something about it. They treat everyone fairly and keep their own emotions under control.
You too, Ryan.
They are authentic to their own personality.
I'll give the plant manager a call.
They develop their people. Their attitude is, I work for them just as much as they work for me.
Cool.
They admit their mistakes and they remain open-minded.
Daryl, any ideas?
They build community by keeping everyone involved. They have vision and embrace change. They are excellent communicators.
Good work, everybody. This was a big project, but clearly it was in the right hands.
Okay, so of all of those traits, which one is most important?
Actually, the most important is something that I've touched on over and over, but it's worth looking at all on its own. It is the most universal of all leadership traits. It is integrity. People follow leaders they trust, respect, and admire. Ultimately, they want their leaders to be honest and not cut corners. They want leaders who work toward the good of the whole rather than for their own personal advantage. People naturally choose to follow leaders who make them feel proud of their contribution to a team. Developing the skills and character of a leader is possible, but it takes commitment. It takes time and involves building on the manager's own natural strengths. Fortunately, from what I've seen, all of our managers have the potential to be better leaders.
Well, that's certainly what I want to see. Hey, good job on all of this. Okay, here's what I think. Why don't we set up a leadership forum? Let's give all of our managers the chance to become great leaders. And I want you to run it.
Okay, great.
Good. You know, this'll take some leadership.